Welcome back to another episode of Sophia the 380 SL. A couple months ago, I was out for a drive here in Los Angeles, and it was freezing. I usually go out on drives in the evening time, and it was like in the 50s, and the wind was just blowing, and that was just really cold. So I've seen a whole bunch of guys that have the wind deflector here, and I figured after 2 years, I think it's time to get one. So I went ahead and purchased this one here. This is made by windshot.de. They have a bunch of different colors. There's also another manufacturer, I think it's called Cabria, which there's another person in the group that didn't have very good success with that, like it didn't fit right. So I went ahead and purchased this one, which a lot of people have said it has worked well. So I'm gonna unbox it, I'm gonna put it on, take it out for some drives, and let you know if it's actually worth a couple $100 that I invested on this windscreen. Here it is right out of the box. Looks like it's already fully assembled, which is really nice. Here are the hooks that it has, hooks 2 on each side. There's a little bit of mesh that's here on the bottom side so it doesn't scratch your car. I did notice that just the flipping up and down is a little hard. You got to push really hard up and down. Not sure if that's normal, if I need to break it in or unscrew it a little bit, but fully assembled. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the well and throw that in there. So I'll slid it on there. It seems like a little bit of adjustments are needed. Here it is. Looks like this part right here is not sitting quite right, but it gives you a little bit of room here to move this, unscrew this, and move that a little bit over so that way you can adjust it so it fits your car just right. So again, see this one here? It's not fitting right. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I went ahead and made the adjustments on these screws, so with an Allen wrench right here, so everything fits right. The only thing that's maybe a little off is that I noticed that this thing wobbles back and forth. I don't know if you can see it. It's wobbling back and forth. See, this one right here is not sitting quite right. And I'm not sure because there are a bunch of different angles on the car. I don't know if it has anything to do with this back seat. I don't think it does, but I think it's just a bunch of different angles. So you probably have to round with it, bend it a little bit, or I might just end up putting something here. If I notice when I'm driving, it's just kind of moving a lot. But maybe once I close this top down onto it, it won't wobble quite so much. So let me tie everything up, bring this thing down and see if it makes a difference. Here it is, all done and installed. Pretty easy. The well lid closed down without any problems. I didn't have to slam it hard or push down really hard. It closed just fine. Here it is sitting on the clips. And here's the only problem I have, and I hope it's not a problem, is that this thing rocks a little bit. It's not a perfect fit. I tried to bend some of the metal just to see if I can get it to sit just right, but it's still moving back and forth. So I may have to adjust it. I'm just gonna leave it alone right now, and I'm gonna go for a drive and see how it is. I'm not sure if every time the wind hits it, this thing's gonna rock back and forth and it's gonna drive me nuts, or it may never move and it should be just fine. So I'm gonna go take it for a drive and see how it is. All right, went out for a drive, and this thing is amazing. It's highly recommended. I don't feel a thing driving this with this thing up. So right now in Los Angeles, it's 45 degrees. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I like to cruise late in the evening. So this was perfect for me, and I love this thing. I have the windows up, I have this thing up, and I didn't even have the air on. So with 45 degrees out, went on the freeway, you don't even really feel a thing. You feel a little bit of air just like on top, the top like couple inches of your head, just because it's, you know, it's hard sitting in this car and your head's sticking out a little bit. But the rest, it feels great in here. Didn't even have the heater on, and it felt totally fine. So if you like to cruise in the evening time, I would highly recommend getting this thing. It's totally worth a couple $100. The rocking, I actually put a little bit of plastic underneath one of the sides to even it out. A couple guys in the group recommended putting a little bit of Velcro just to level it out, whatever you can find to level it out. But it's not rocking, it's not moving, I don't hear it. Totally worth it. It's worth a couple $100, especially if you like to cruise in the evening time or whenever it's cold. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you at the next one. Take care. Bye.